So here we are looking at the beginning of module 13.1 where we're trying to find the volume of a cylinder. And there's only two measurements you need. You need the radius of the cylinder and you need the height. Now the radius comes from the distance between the center of the circle to the outside edge. The radius is halfway across. So here we are looking at the first problem of example 1, and the first thing we need to do is identify what have we actually been given. You'll notice that we see 3 inches is the radius because that's halfway across the circle, and then 10 inches is the height. The height is always going to be the distance between the top and the bottom of the cylinder. The first thing we need to do is write the formula, and the formula is always the same for a cylinder. It's always pi r squared times height. And for pi, we're going to use 3.14. All this stuff is going to get multiplied together in a calculator. And then there's the 3 inches squared, that's the radius, and the height is 10. We don't square that one. Then we go to the Desmos calculator, and it's really just a matter of punching the numbers in. Notice we use that a squared button on the top left to square the radius. And that's the only thing that gets squared. Well, here we are. We already started the second problem because I wasn't smart enough to write down the answer to the first one. I just jumped right on in, and you'll have to forgive me. But the one thing that you need to pay attention with on this example is they give you 6.4 centimeters, but that's not the radius. That's the diameter. It's all the way across the circle, and that's why I had to divide it by 2. And half of 6.4 is 3.2 centimeters, and that's what we're going to use in our formula. And the height, again, even though the cylinder is sitting on its side, I guess you can call it more of a length, is still 13 centimeters. So here we go with our formula. We always want to show step 1 and step 2, which is to write the formula and plug the numbers in. And you'll notice we're squaring 3.2 squared. We're not squaring that 6.4. So let's go ahead and jump over to the calculator. We'll speed it up and you'll take a look at that answer. So when we go ahead and write our answer, we want to round it off to the nearest tenth. That was what we were instructed to. And that's what it's going to ask you to do on the IXLs also. So let's make sure that we round it off to the nearest tenth. This one only gave us 1 decimal, so that wasn't a big deal. I'm trying to remember what the answer was from the calculator on this last one. I think it ended in 0.99, and so we had to round it off to the nearest decimal. And there you go. Hey, I want you to know that I miss you guys. This is the first time I've ever made a video like this. Hope you like it. If you have anything you want to let me know, any comments, any other examples, things that you think I need to add, let me know. And I'll talk to you later. Have a good day.